What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today is going to be another super exciting day of the EVA build. If you guys have followed me on the channel or watched the previous video, I think a couple videos, we end up installing the STM intercooler piping, mini kit battery, tile BOV, and we just did some reroute on the oil catch can. Look how massive that intercooler is. It looks so sick with the whole intercooler piping, everything else that we installed from last week of the video. I had somebody mention on the comment about the o-ring on the flange on the tile BOV, and I went to go ahead and check back, and I did remember that there is an o-ring that goes on the flange, sits on top where the tile BOV goes. I have a little reference right here. When you order the tile BOV, it will come with a flange o-ring gasket that sits on top here. That o-ring gasket I totally forgot to put on top on there, so I went to go ahead and did that. Now it's all taken care of. I've been waiting for this day to come to install the upgraded turbo that we are going to be putting on the EVA 8. We are going to be running the AGT 62mm. It is an EVA 9 turbo, but it's all converted. It has a billet 25 psi wastegate on top there, and I also got the install kit. Comes with the gasket, comes with the coolant hard lines. J-pipe hardware is right there. The feed line that goes on top of the turbo to the cylinder head. We're also going to be running the hood exit. Had it to be re-welded. The welded on it before was super bad, so got that all taken care of. Actually, I had one broken stud that we got that fixed. Shout out to Ben and Kept at back half for getting this taken care of me. We are going to be running the burnt titanium hardware from the one and only JD Custom right here. These are going to run on the cylinder head, from the exhaust manifold, and on top on the turbo. What it has on there now is the blue titanium. We spent a lot of money on this turbo. This is actually the first brand new turbo that I ever bought. First dual ball bearing, basically first of everything. Honestly, everything is brand new with the hardware. The goal is to get the car at 500 wheel horsepower and also get in the car into 10 seconds. The fastest time I hit my car at the drags was 11.7. that's with a stock turbo. I can't wait to go ahead and pull this turbo out and do a comparison. First thing that we need to do, of course, we gotta have to take off the front bumper. We have to remove the intercooler piping on the passenger side. Then we're going to drain the coolant. I'll try to save the coolant as much as possible. Lower upper radiator hose has to be removed. Radiator comes off on both the downpipe. Oil and free return lines has to come off. Coolant lines, all that stuff. So let's go ahead and start knocking this out and get this project going. So we got the manifold, turbo, all that stuff is out. Lay it down next to the AGT 62mm turbo. Look at the comparison side by side. That is a huge difference right there. I am so excited to just slap this turbo on top of the car. The one thing that we have to sacrifice is the torque. So with the small turbo, it pulls so quick. It's so fun to drive it on the street. Like, it's good for a daily, but in order to get to a faster time and get all the power that we are hitting for our power goal, we had to sacrifice the torque and getting all the part on the top end. So now we gotta go ahead and install the J pipe with the gasket, the coolant lines on top of the new turbo, titanium hardwares, and put it on top here first, and then throw the manifold on top. I hope that the hood exit will actually clear the manifold on the side. If it doesn't, we might have a little issue, but hopefully we can go ahead and figure that out once we go ahead and put everything together. The only thing that we need to take off from this turbo is the return line, and we should be good from there. So we got the turbo manifold, everything else is complete. Coolant hard lines, we got the feed and return lines on, new gasket, titanium hardware on top from the manifold. On the hood exit, this thing is pretty much ready to go back into the car. We are gonna remove all the studs here and put the burnt titanium new gasket, clean up the surfaces, also clean up on the manifold as well too, and this thing should be ready to get fired up. So I went to go ahead and try to put the whole turbo kit on, and we have a little issue here. This hood exit is hitting the low side AC line. The heat shield plate for the power steering pump, it may hit that too as well. I guess we might have to just bend this line to make it work, but let's go ahead and just pull this out, figure out what we have to do to get this thing cleared, and then we should be good to go. So we are about 99% complete. We have everything installed: radiator, upper, lower, coolant hose, oil feed and return, coolant lines for the turbo. I went to go ahead and change the vacuum hose on the BOV to the intake manifold. Just double checking all the intercooler piping, make sure everything else is lined up perfectly. We are about almost ready to go ahead and get this thing fired up. So all I gotta do is just put some coolant inside, check the oil level. I do have the crankshaft position sensor disconnect, so that way we can go ahead and cycle the engine, get the oil to the turbo before we go ahead and get that started. Triple checking all the nuts, make sure that's all tight. I went to go ahead and remove heat shield for the power steering pump. I went to bend the AC line to get it out of the way from the hood exit. Pretty excited, pretty nervous at the same time. I'm pretty sure everything else should go according to plan. Once we get the car running, we are gonna double check oil leak, coolant leak, make sure all that's good. We're not gonna be pushing the car because obviously the car is not tuned for this turbo setup. We're just gonna drive the car and make sure everything else is buttoned up. Let's go ahead and get these fluids topped off, and then we can go ahead and get this car started. This thing is gonna sound sick. All right, let's go ahead and get this thing started. Make sure this thing is on neutral. Really good. Don't sound of any leaks, no exhaust, oil, or coolant. I think we're good, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and let the car run for like 15 minutes to make sure that everything's good to go, and then we can turn it off. Dude, that sounds so sick. Hell yeah. That, my friend, right there, dual ball bearing, is my new homie. That is so sick. So I want to go ahead and check for all the leaks, oil, coolant. No sign of any of that, which is really good. Have the car run for more than 15 minutes, and coolant level is good. We bleed the coolant system. I'm gonna double check on the oil level, make sure that's all topped up. I'm gonna go ahead and just put the front bumper on. We're gonna go ahead and drive the car, make sure everything else is good. Like I said, we're not gonna go on boost because the car is not tuned for this setup, but we're just gonna drive the car and make sure everything else is top shape. Come back, double check our fluids, and then that is the end of the project, guys. Before I go ahead and close the hood, we need to remove this because of the hood exit. It has to come out. We can do a cut over here, but I don't really like cutting that area, so it's just gonna have just open right here, which is really not too bad. I do have an extra one over here, the hood vent, because the carbon fiber is just look so bad. But if I can find another one like this without a mesh, or maybe with a mesh, I can cut that area. But let's go ahead and take this out, and then we can go for a cruise. Dude, this T-Mix, oh my god, dude, this is the best thing ever right here. Oh my gosh. Dude, let's go. Oh man, I am so hyped right now, guys. Damn, I remember when Tyler told me about the turbo spool was gonna be this loud. I didn't expect it to be this loud in person. Damn, that is so sick, guys. Oh man. Because even on pump gas is gonna make lots of power. Oh man, I couldn't even imagine what the power is gonna be like. 500 wheel horsepower. Jeez. Oh, I am pumped and ready to go, ready to full send to the moon, guys. Full send or don't send it at all. about this turbo is it's so sick, guys. Like, in videos it doesn't do justice, but in person it's a whole different level. It's just, damn, that is so freaking sick. We do have a STM intake pipe that is on its way with the filter. Should be coming in on Monday. That way, once it comes in, we can go ahead and put that on top on the turbo. That way we don't have anything flying in there. I don't even have a turbo guard for one, so kind of a little bit sketchy running like that, but we just want to make sure everything else is good on the car. So I'm very stoked. Gonna go ahead and get this car all nice and clean up because we are gonna be doing a little video shoot tonight with my nephew. Car looks a little bit dirty, has been sitting underneath the tent for quite a while now, so I want to get this thing all nice and cleaned up, and we will be ready for a nice little shoot tonight. Oh, you made it, bro.
Yes, come for you.
I know, come for the shoot.
Look at this.
Your old little hood exit right there. Are you nervous, Glenn?
Yeah.
Mason looks calm, so I don't think he's worried about it.
Oh no, yeah, we're chilling.
Okay.
I mean, the worst thing they can tell us is just kick us out, you know. Just be polite about it, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes they think I'm professional, so.
Well, you are with that camera setup right there.
More time, more time.
You should just tell them, you know, my parents. That would be a good excuse right there. They all know limits. The car feels good, the car drives good. Overall, everything on the car feels really good. Shout out to AGT for sending out the turbo. Super excited to see what kind of power we can make. I really love the whole turbo spooling sound. It sounds so freaking insane. Could only imagine how the thing sounds like from the outside. From the inside, it sounds really good. You can hear it really clear. Shout out to JDCustoms for sending out the titanium hardware. Looks really good. I am gonna be ordering more titanium products from them to give the engine bay a little nice cleanup. All the parts that we install on the Evo, I'll have everything linked down in the description box below. Using the discount code JVBuild on any JDC products will save you 10% off. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Also like, comment, and hit that notification for upload content. Hello guys, I'll see you guys on the next video.